Monemvasia is a medieval town hidden behind a giant rock, literally invisible from the mainland. Most travelers never realize there is an entire castle town tucked away on the other side.
Hi, I'm Chrysula, a local travel creator based here in Greece, and today I'm taking you to the castle town of Monemvasia. Let's discover it together.
Because when you step inside these walls, you will see why this place feels untouched by time, filled with viewpoints, hidden alleys and stories most visitors completely miss. And trust me, you're going to want to see all of it. So let me give you a quick picture of what Monemvasia actually is. It's a huge rock island off the coast of the Peloponnese, connected to the mainland by a tiny bridge. And on the far hidden side of that rock, there is a full medieval town built right into the cliffs, completely invisible from the land. Its name means single entrance because for centuries the only way in was through one narrow stone gate. No cars, no modern streets, just original Byzantine and Venetian architecture that's been standing here for hundreds of years. And because the town was hidden from attackers, it survived almost untouched. That's why walking inside today feels like stepping into a place frozen in time. Getting to Monemvasia is pretty straightforward. It's on the southeastern side of the Peloponnese, and the easiest way to reach it is by car. From Athens, the drive takes about 3.5 to 4 hours, mostly highway, then a beautiful coastal stretch as you get closer. If you're coming by bus, you will take a tail directly to Monemvasia. The bus stops in the modern town, right across the bridge from the rock. From there, you can either take the small local shuttle that drops you at the castle gate or simply walk. The walk takes about 15 to 20 minutes along the sea, and it's actually really scenic. Just keep in mind, cars don't enter the old town, so no matter how you arrive, you will be exploring Monemvasia on foot once you reach the castle entrance. Your experience really starts at the main gate, a big stone entrance built straight into the rock. The moment you walk through it, it feels like you've stepped into another century. Just above the main gate, you will find the house of Giannis Ritsos, one of Greece's most important modern poets, who was born right here in Monemvasia. His home is now a small museum you can actually visit, and it gives you a simple but intimate look into his life and connection to the town. Right after visiting the house of Giannis Ritsos, you will naturally continue down into the heart of the town, and that's where the main lane begins. This stone-paved street is the backbone of the lower town and the first real feel you get of Monemvasia's atmosphere. As you walk, you will pass small craft shops, wine bars, cafes and traditional guest houses tucked into old stone buildings. It's the easiest way to get your bearings, and even if you don't stop anywhere, the mix of arches, narrow passages and little balconies makes the walk itself worth it. Continue along the main lane and you will eventually reach the central square of Monemvasia, one of the most open and recognizable spots in the lower town. This is where you will find the church of Elkomenos Christos, the main cathedral of the castle town and one of the oldest and most important churches in the region. The square is lined with traditional stone buildings, and you will also notice the old cannons overlooking the sea, a small reminder of the town's defensive past. It's a great place to pause for a moment and take in the view, and from here you can start exploring the little alleyways that branch off in every direction. From the central square, start wandering into the side alleyways. This is where Monemvasia becomes truly magical. These narrow stone paths twist around the town, leading you past old archways, tiny courtyards and traditional houses that have stood here for centuries. As you explore, you will come across several small churches tucked between the lanes. Monemvasia has many of them, each with its own history and simple timeless charm. Some sit quietly behind wooden doors, others open up to little terraces with sea views. As you explore the alleyways, make sure to climb up to the castle walls. These old fortification paths run along the edges of the lower town and give you some of the best views in Monemvasia. From up here, you can look out over the sea on one side and down into the red rooftops and narrow streets on the other. It's an easy, short climb, and the views, especially in the late afternoon, really show how dramatic this rock and its position are. Near the far end of the lower town, there is a small gate that leads straight down to the sea. It's a rocky spot, no beach, but you can swim right off the rocks with incredible views of the castle walls above you. It's one of the most unique swims in Monemvasia, and perfect for a quick dip on a hot day. If you are following the path along the outer edge of the lower town, you will eventually reach the old lighthouse at the tip of the rock. It's a quiet, open spot with amazing views back toward the castle walls and out to the endless sea. The walk is easy and not crowded, and it's one of the best places to really feel how dramatic and isolated Monemvasia's setting is. From here, you can really see how the upper town rises above everything, that whole plateau sitting high on the rock, and that's exactly where we're heading next. The path to the upper town starts right from the central square. You will see a stone walkway heading uphill. That's the route everyone takes. It's a steady climb, and your first stop is the old walls and the upper town gate, where you already get incredible views over the lower town, the rooftops and the sea. Keep going and you will reach Agia Sofia, the famous Byzantine church on the upper plateau. It's beautifully preserved with stunning views all around. Most visitors reach this point and then head straight back down. But this is where the upper town gets really interesting. From Agia Sofia, follow the paths that continue across the plateau. This is where you will find the remains of the old settlement and eventually the Acropolis of Monemvasia, the highest fortified spot on the rock. The views from up there are on another level, with the cliffs dropping into the sea and the coastline stretching for miles. Along the way, you will also pass the huge stone cisterns that once stored rainwater for the people who lived up here. It's a quiet, open area full of history, and most visitors never see it. Before you leave, make sure to try the traditional Amygdalota of Monemvasia. These are soft almond sweets, lightly flavored and usually dusted with powdered sugar. Each place has its own version, and they are a simple but delicious local treat, perfect to enjoy with a coffee or take home as a small souvenir. And of course, Monemvasia is the birthplace of Malvasia wine, so if you see it on the menu, give it a try. It's a taste that's deeply connected to the town's history. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips that will make your visit a lot easier. Wear good shoes. The paths are uneven and can get slippery, especially on the climb to the upper town. Come early or late in the afternoon if you're visiting in summer. The heat on the rock can be intense. Everything is on foot, so pack light for the day and be ready for a bit of climbing. Most places in the lower town are small and fill up quickly, so if you want a specific cafe or restaurant, go a little earlier. And finally, don't rush. Monemvasia may be compact, but it's a place best enjoyed slowly. And that's Monemvasia, a hidden medieval world on the edge of the Peloponnese. It may look small, but there is so much to explore, from the lower town alleys to the views up in the upper town. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Greece travel tips. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.